Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Endless Space. A new day dawns on the United Empire, and on this day we shall crush these pirates. That's my current plan, anyway. Before that, let's check in on recent events. We completed the Academy Embassy, so we should. I don't know if it'll happen soon, but at some point we should get some more heroes. What do we want to build here? I think interplanetary transport network. That will boost our industry on Gaikon 1. So let's also move some people over there. Just one? You sure? Just gonna do one for now. Maybe more after it's finished. Down here, we finished the xenotourism industries. You can see now this planet is filling up. We're gonna get, what, a little disapproval in the system from overpopulation. Oh, but they're so happy. They're super ecstatic. Just a little unhappy that it's crowded. I think they'll be okay. We don't even need the supermarkets right now. They're so happy. We'll do the transport network there as well. Okay. Anyway, that was the end of turn 40, and now we have another election. I'm still good with the industrialists. I don't really need anybody else to win, so I'm fine. Let's just go with the will of the people. Got a few more systems there. Ooh. The religious faction took an early lead, but the people on Wyrix actually love the militarists. So they're back in. They actually beat the industrialists? They did because the wow, okay. So the industrialists got the most of their own votes. And then the pacifists, because they did not win a seat, their votes transferred over to them. The militarists actually would have come in second place, but the religious faction got enough votes that combined, they beat this combination. I didn't see that coming. That's weird. We'll get back to that in a second. So, oh, okay, good. I thought they were the main power, but still Dimitri's in power, so we still have Dust Windfall. If the militarists had gotten the lead, which I thought they did, we would have lost Dust Windfall and got a different law, I think. We can now do the Spoils of War Act, which gives us science and dust for every ship we destroy. But we also take a dust penalty overall. So this is very profitable if you're like deep in war, but since we're not, we would mostly feel that dust penalty, I think. Right, research. We now have tanks and more command points. Let's get... what do we want? Doria came by and said hey and then left. So I'm not too worried about a threat from them at the moment. Oh, yeah, let's do xenoanthropology. You can see it unlocks a couple of good buildings and stuff, but also we get 2 additional systems occupied before triggering the expansion disapproval. So that will make it where instead of 5, we can actually have up to 7 before anybody cares. And that's good, because then we can get Idris, we can get Fajis, maybe another one. I don't know. And back to the army, we now have armor. So, how this works is, you don't... like, we have to build every spaceship that we want to have, but for ground battles, you basically just build up manpower, and then you determine kind of what the composition of your ground army is. So right now we are all infantry, but if I do this, it would be half infantry, half armor. I don't know if there's any difference in the manpower right now. I think we want mostly armor at this point, because the pirates are going to be mostly infantry, and so we'll just crush them, I would think. So let's do that. And then where are we sitting here on the numbers? Oops, I clicked it by accident. Okay, well, here we go. I meant to just hover over it, but I commenced the battle. Ground battle at Janus. So yes, they are all infantry. We got some tanks. And just like the space battles, we pick from a couple of strategies. We can do preemptive bombing, which will do more damage to them, and it's more likely to destroy buildings, kill populations, so on and so on. You know, a real hit and run kind of attack. But we can send fewer people down to fight. Now, since we only have 400 manpower, that actually does not affect us. So preemptive bombing may be okay. There's guerrilla, where you can send more troops down. They have more health, but we do less damage to them. A secretive attack, a more protective attack on our end. Then there's blitz, where you can send lots more people down. It's more of a... If we had like a full 780 manpower compared to their 350, blitz would probably be good because we just run in, you know, kill them all really quick with our overwhelming numbers. But since we have about the same amount, I think I'm going to do preemptive bombing. Do a little additional damage. We're still sending down our whole army. So let's see what happens. Ground battle on this gas giant. There go our bombs. Our infantry attack. They're doing their attack. Now send in the tanks. Big damage. Yes, a major victory. We did not wipe them out, so the battle continues unless we want to retreat, but I think we're going to win next turn. So we'll just continue the siege. We'll have them next time. Here we go. And this time... Let's do a guerrilla. We should have the numbers to win still. Okay, well, I misestimated there. Next turn we'll have it. It's fine. Okay, we finished the interplanetary what's it? And so now, yeah, moving more people onto this planet, we get some increased production. And we'll do it like that for now. Xenotourism is not great here because we don't have any luxury resources. They're only kind of happy. We could do the supermarkets. We unlocked Endless Research Park and Endless World. Which is a pretty decent boost. It's 1 time per empire, but it'll take a long time to build. Let's do the intensive cultivation. And here on Wyrix, they've got strategic and luxury. It's a temperate place. Do those 2 in a row. We have warped over here. Let's search these curiosities. Oh, look at all these green beneficial anomalies. There's a lot of good stuff here. We should come and colonize this place, I think. Lots of bonuses sitting around. We learned about basic pinch beam in a new event. I think this event is like they land on one of the planets and then they inhale some sort of like drug gas and they're like, whoa, dude, I can see farther for 10 turns. I feel like that's what's going on here. And we found Kessler syndrome. Oh, that's a negative anomaly. We got some science out of it, but there is a bunch of drifting debris above Fajis 4. That's okay, because they're beneficial on multiple moons. It's not like super helpful, so that is okay to bring that one down. I would have been sad if it was a really good anomaly. Let's see. Alright, well, I'm going to save up some probes and maybe send them out into space then. And see what we can find. Let's get moving. We had those couple of battles. Ah, yes, it continues. They only have like 2 people. I'm not even going to watch. We're going to wipe them out. Decisive victory. We got a bunch of dust and a bunch of antimatter. Nice. From destroying the pirate lair. Alright, and that is cleared out. So, looking at the Janus system. Janus 1 has some good bonuses, but it's a gas planet, which we can't live on, and they're kind of hard to live on in the first place. The pirate lair has industry and dust if we live there. It's got antimatter, which is, you know, a second tier strategic resource. So it's a pretty good system overall, but we don't have a way to live there right now. So, let's see. I'm just going to have these guys park at Wyrex until we need them. Should we just scan some stuff? Because this system's doing okay. Let's just scan the stuff. It like takes production instead of just having a probe do it, but they don't really need to build anything at this moment. Trader's Reach, how are you guys doing? Should we colonize this boreal planet? Let's do that, colonize, and then do farms. On Cancer 5, we found... Oh, nearest exiles. Interesting. Oh, okay, cool. So, and they came to live with us, and we finished that quest. Very nice. Yep, they moved right in. And we're going to get that food boost, because this is a fertile planet. Nice. Very good. What luck! We have a probe. Let's send it out in a direction. Straight into the middle of the galaxy it goes. So that'll fly for 5 turns, and, you know, if it runs into anything, we'll see what it finds. You guys just park it there. We found Harashims on Cancer 4. The nearest like us. There's a lot of stuff going on this turn. Newcomers. 2 Calgaros show up on Gaikon. And we achieved that other quest by getting a lot of immigrants. Wow. Okay, lots of stuff happened. So, we finished that quest. So the Nearest have joined our empire. So now this is one of our colonies, all with Nearest. They produce the most food on fertile planets, but they don't actually live on one. Later, we may be able to send them to a different colony. For now, we'll just build them up like normal. And we got their shuttles too. What are these? Attack ships? Cool. I'll just have them wait there, I guess. Oh no, we actually have 7 command points now, so we can actually put these fleets together. Let's do that. Get a big old fleet going. Faction assimilated. We got some protospores, or we found some. Yeah, lots of good stuff happening. Another expedition, we found Nashast. Finding a lot of people hidden on that planet that we didn't know about. New event, Hear My Last Cry. When what looked like a huge asteroid approaching one of your system's stars turned out to be a fragment of an ancient planet that burst ages ago. What makes it different are the remains of strange alien structures on it. What will you do before the planetary fragments fragment flames into the sun. We got a couple of choices here. We can study that fragment and get a random technology. We can make people pay to visit it as like a vacation destination, tours, I guess, and we'll get more influence and dust for a while. Or we can say, leave it alone. It's not our problem. We're gonna observe it and leave it alone, and that gives us a science boost and a happiness boost. Well, seeing as how we're playing the United Empire, and basically we're all about industry, production, I assume that we're on good terms with capitalism, right? I think make them pay is the choice that they would make. Oh yes, a fragment of a lost civilization. Let's collect money from everyone to go visit it. That sounds like what we would do. So let's take those bonuses. That event ended. Dimitri leveled up. Haha! Industry. He loves it. A little more influence there. And since we've done 4 in the first ring, next time he levels up, we'll have access to the second ring of cool skills. Hope you guys are keeping up okay. I'm trying to keep everything moving and explain things as well as I can. So hopefully you're not completely lost. I suppose if you were completely lost, you would have given up on these videos already. So if you're still here, that's you've made it. You did it. Let's send out another probe. Didn't build that wonder, I guess. I don't have the option to build it now, do I? Yeah, I don't know if I would have done it in time anyway. Stupid Doria built it before me. Back here on Gaikon. Now we're getting a little overpopulated with these Calgeros that showed up. They're more happy on fertile planets, which they are on. Let's mitigate the overpopulation a little bit and build infinite supermarkets, because they're starting to get a little upset from overpopulation and negative happiness from not the leading political parties in the system. Is that just from the one religious guy who lives here? He's like, I'm not in the political party. We'll do that. Let's scan these guys real quick, see what else we're dealing with. Doria, you can check it out, but I don't want you to get any ideas. Let's actually meet on Quatus. The Harisham boost is gone. That's okay. We got what we needed out of that. We found some virtual artifacts. I guess we'll build big data shipyards. I don't really need it. Oh no, you know what? I don't need it right now. Let's do a settler instead, because we've got a couple places we want to colonize. And then I probably need to research some more buildings. More probes. On Gaikon 3 we found a lode with a bunch of influence. Down here on Botan we could do the transport network. It's not going to do a lot for us. Let's scan these guys first. See what we find. Gaikon 4, we learned about basic fusion torpedoes. And on Baton 3, we got some star logs. And then a new event. Conflict has broken out between 2 of your trusted advisors. 2 war heroes, once dearest friends, have nearly come to blows over the management of the Industrial Party. They trade insults in the press and don't print retractions. How dare they? 1, a young upstart who has made enemies and allies with his decisive decision-making... Oh, sorry. I thought decision-making was another, like, descriptor and not the actual verb. His decisive decision-making argues the party should adopt more taxes and tariffs in order to regulate the empire's debts. The other, a fine negotiator but dedicated opportunist, cautions against bold action and worries about the government's relationship with large businesses and foreign empires if such acts are taken. Their argument is as much personal as it is professional. Whichever advisor you back will have plenty of ammo to throw at the other as their rivalry continues. Okay, so we've got this upstart who's like, hey, let's do more taxes and tariffs to get the debt under control. And the other guy is like, whoa, wait. I love our relationship with large businesses. We shouldn't get on their case, right? This seems like a very familiar situation. So if we back the opportunist, we will get additional trade value on systems, which I don't know if that's actually going to do much for us right now because we don't have really any trade going. And he will boost the industrial party. If we go with the upstart, 20% of our food will be converted to dust, so we'll grow slower for 10 turns, which is okay because we're filling up pretty quickly. But we'll get more dust, and it will greatly increase the industrialists. I'm going to go with the upstart. I don't like the sound of this guy. Not one bit. We're going to go with the young guy. He's making things happen. Like, we don't need the food. We've got plenty of people. On Gaikon, let's do the big data shipyards. Got another probe. Where are my probes at? Where'd they go? I'm not really finding anything here. Let's go down to Ebony and shoot off some probes that direction. Cancer. Oh yeah, I do have specializations. One thing we haven't done yet, once you've researched them, you can specialize each planet to give it just a small boost in one direction or another. So right now we can make Cancer 3 produce a little more dust or a little more influence. And that's basically it. And I think you can change it later too. The dust boost is better on sterile planets, so it's not going to give us like the full effect here. Let's just do the spin project. We'll get a little more influence out of this planet. And then we can build the, I don't know, another settler. Batten 1, we found a honeycomb scope. Increase, oh, we just found some satellite on there that we didn't notice before. Get greater vision range on the system. Okay, that's great. Oh, we can build it. Oh, I thought we found one. No, we learned how to make it. That's cool. Yeah. Let's build one of those then. And then should we specialize? Get those spin projects going. Over on Batten. This is already in... I think this one's already specialized. The Batten made it industrial zones. So it gets increased industry. That's fine. I'm fine keeping it that way. Honeycomb scope there. Get a little more vision. I'm trying to look for some more places to go, you know? Got our settler. Let's go there. Ooh, ooh, my probe just barely touched this nebular. So instead of going down to Ebony, this will take several turns. Lots of turns actually. But let's send it over to HD 44179 because you can see there's other paths going off there, so we can go explore that direction. What is our... Looking at patrol. Can I make this thing faster? I really can't. It only has room for one movement module. Yeah, I don't... I wanted to put like more engines on it, but I can't do that. Let's merge these two. Now we got a big fleet. And then I don't really know where to send it, so we're just going to leave it there for now. A couple more turns today. Let's see if anything happens. A new event. Trial by fire. A listening outpost on the far edge of your territory has picked up a garbled communication and sends an urgent message up the chain of command. Someone is leaking military secrets to a rival empire and could jeopardize upcoming offensive operations. The message and its origins are unclear, but a digital forensics team is able to pinpoint one clue: that the attached files contain metadata originating from the terminal of an artillery officer of one of your minor civilizations. That would be the nearest, I guess, because it's the only one we have. The soldier's record is exceptional, but there have always been those who complained at allowing an outsider to rise so high in military command. So this guy, some data in this leak went back to him, and he's like, an immigrant, like a minority. He has a good record. It's like, oh, well, some people in the army are like, we shouldn't have those minorities in the army. I don't like that. So we can either put him on trial, which makes everyone unhappy, we get more influence, and there's a chance of a major political crisis, or we can say, no, that's not enough to go on. We're not going to put you on trial. We'll lose some influence. We're getting a lot. We're getting 79 a turn. We'll lose 10 per turn for 5 turns. We'll be okay. But everyone will be happier. I think that's the good way to go here. Alright, built the honeycomb. We finished our other settler. And we want to go settle Idris, I think. On Wyrix, you've got some stuff to build. We need to be able to colonize some more planets, too. I got a lot of space here. They're content. I think they could be happier. Let's make them happier. Right. Now we can do more colonies, we can do National Museum, and we can change government types if we so choose. Let's see. I need to research some more stuff for our colonies to build, and maybe some more colonization options. Galactic commodities. Because this unlocks Miners Union, where we could get more strategic resources. That's helpful. It also opens up the marketplace. What else? Botanical scanning? Yeah, that's a good food boost. We'll do that next. Alright, over here. There's no luxuries. Could do National Museum. Or if they're happy, which they are, we'd get a lot of influence. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. And over here, only content. Not super happy. I'll do the transport system for now. Alright. Let's colonize this system. It's got Ice 10, a rare form of ice. Additional science, but less happy and less food. So this planet has a couple of problems. But they do have transvines, which hopefully everyone will enjoy, as I force them to live here. Okay, and the Ice 10, later on, we should be able to, remove it. In fact, where is that technology? Oh yeah, so if we get this technology, we'll be able to remove the Ice 10 and get rid of those negative effects. Not our problem right now, we'll worry about it later. These guys are happy. National Museum! Everybody loves museums, right? I like museums. Alright, well, kind of an uneventful ending. We're still trying to branch out a little bit here, but that's the end of the 15 turns for this time. I think that's pretty good. You know, we play for about 20 to 30 minutes doing 15 turns. I think that's a pretty good breakdown. So we'll keep that up, trying to do that, and see how long it takes us to hopefully win this game. We've run into Doria. There's 2 other people out here, but we haven't seen them yet, and Doria just like flew through and left. I don't actually know where her planets are. But I do have a scout headed over here. Hopefully we can start looking around. Maybe colonize something over there, right? But yeah, that'll do it for this time. The Empire marches on. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.